everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a really lovely new year and welcome to 2023 and 2023 on my channel. Now, if you're new here, my name is Katie. I am a minimalist. I've been a minimalist for about 3.5, coming on to 4 years. And I live in the Fenlands, which is in the east of England in the UK. And my channel is all about my life as a minimalist, how I try to spend my money in intentional ways, and how I try to be as sustainable as possible, both in my home and in my garden. So if that sounds interesting to you, then I would absolutely love it if you could subscribe. We have loads of content coming up this year and I'm really excited. And it kind of goes into the theme of this video, which is my plans for 2023 and my goals. So let's get into the video. Okay, so you would have seen me this morning. I made some waffles, which is one of my my waffle maker is like one of my kitchen gadgets. I think I have 3 kitchen gadgets, you could say. So I've got a waffle maker, a blender and a slow cooker. They were like my only 3 gadgets I would say that I have, but I use the waffle maker all the time. I absolutely love waffles, and today I just had caramel sauce and raspberries on top and it was delicious. I thought it was a really good time to use my rocket book, which you would have seen in my previous video as one of my sustainable swaps, and I was just going through and making some 2023 plans and goals. So let's crack into, I've got sort of 4 different categories: things to buy, things to do, personal goals and financial goals. So we'll start with things to do, as that's probably the most interesting. And you would have seen by the thumbnail of this video the really big news that we have, and the first thing that is, and the most important thing that I'm doing in 2023 is having a baby. So I'm currently 17 weeks pregnant, due in the middle of June, and we are so excited to be on this new journey as parents. And it's really a completely new chapter in minimalism for me, as well as just a new chapter in general. But yeah, I have loads of sort of family minimalism content planned, and this channel, while it's not going to be too like baby focused and motherhood focused, I am really interested to see how minimalism plays out now that we are have a newborn and all the things that babies come with. So if you have any questions about family minimalism, or you have any videos that you want me to do about family minimalism, please like this video, leave a comment, and any ideas for videos, I will try and get to them, and maybe later on in the year I'll do a Q&A about what we're doing to be minimalists but also having a baby, and everything like that. So that's super exciting, but it does mean that our year is really 50-50. So we have sort of before baby and after baby. So before baby, we need to get some projects around the house finished, and that goes into my things to buy sort of category of 2023 plans and goals. We want to decorate the nursery. We want to have a weekend away before the baby arrives, because not exactly a baby moon, but just like one sort of weekend where it's just me and Scott, and we can just go and have a nice time and relax when it's just the 2 of us. Depending on where we go, may even take the dog. But those are sort of the big things before the baby arrives. I also have my best friend's wedding in September, which is in France, and her hen party, which potentially I am hosting here in May. So those are 2 huge events, which I'm really excited for, but are going to need a lot of planning, and I hopefully will be able to take you along to the hen party planning bit, because we're going to have it here, because we have the biggest house. But yeah, it's going to be really, really nice to be able to, you know, sort of give my friend my house for a weekend so we can have her hen party and all the planning and everything like that. So that's going to be really, really nice. But as well as having a baby, a big goal this year, and it goes into my financial goals, is to not go into debt. So financial goals for 2023 are: don't go into debt, save about £2,500 to buy baby stuff. That might seem like a lot, maybe seem like a little, I'm not sure, but our plan is to really be sustainable with everything we're buying for the baby, and buying a lot of second-hand stuff, buying sustainable alternatives to disposable alternatives. And I will be doing loads more videos about that in the coming months, about, you know, second-hand shopping for babies, what sustainable swaps worked for us, what are not going to work for us, you know, how we're going to plan doing all that kind of things. So that's all coming, and that hopefully means that that pot of money will you know, be enough. Also, we want to make sure we have a fully funded emergency fund, so when I go on maternity leave we have everything, all the bills covered and everything like that. So yeah, so no debt, emergency fund and savings for baby. That's our 3 financial goals of 2023. So as I mentioned, we have some things to buy to finish off projects around the house, and I'm actually going to vlog a little bit of this weekend and show you what I mean. But basically it's just getting some shelves put up, getting a rug for the living room so the baby can be on the floor and not be on the hardwood. Not because I don't think that babies can't be on hardwood, but you know, a nice rug is softer for them, so when they're learning to crawl they're not like hurting their skin or hitting their head on the hard floor, and then they can have tummy time, and it will make this room a little bit warmer in the winter, because it's a larger house, and although we're quite good with energy efficiency and we've made some energy efficiency improvements, you know, larger houses are more difficult to heat and also can get colder quicker. So having a rug in this room in particular for the winter is going to be really nice to keep the room nice and cozy, but also means that the baby can be on the floor playing, learning how to crawl and everything, and not hurt themselves. So that's a big thing. And the only other thing that we really need to do, apart from putting some shelves up, is to get some curtains for our bedroom. So when we redecorated our bedroom, we did take the curtains down. We could put them back up, but they are really ugly. So we want to make sure, you know, finish off our sort of bedroom renovation by getting some new curtains. So I'm just going to go and show you what our plans are for the shelves, because mostly they're in here and they're also mostly in the kitchen. Okay, so ignore the Christmas things, we're taking them down this afternoon. But the shelves for this living room are basically for this alcove here. So it wouldn't be for this one because the curtains sort of cover it. But for this alcove in this room, we want to have a shelf kind of near the bottom here. So you could put a drink on it and then have shelves, you know, a few shelves coming up here to store things like books or photos, just, you know, nice things. And then yeah, getting a rug for here, just so yeah, as I mentioned, all those reasons. So again, just ignore the Christmas stuff. But our plans for shelves in the kitchen are, we've got this breakfast bar, which is perfect, but this wall here is pretty blank, and we only have this window shelf here, which I do keep quite organised and tidy, but you know, with a baby around might be more difficult. So I've got there's this IKEA shelf that I want to put here, and I'll put a split screen picture of what I would like here. and it's all quite sort of, I suppose, country vibes. So we're going to have a nice shelving unit here, and the only other thing is to have some shelves going across here. So we're going to have 2 shelves across this blank space here, just so I can put some of my decorative items out. So in these cupboards here, they have things in them that I want to put out on the shelf. We just don't have the shelves yet. So once I have the shelf here, I can take things out of these cupboards and free up the space, so we can add things like you know, like a bottle disinfectant thingy and all things like that. But the oh sorry, I've got my sugar on the side still from waffles. But yeah, we're going to get, this is a solid oak worktop here, and we're going to get the sort of the same. So we're going to get solid oak shelves in English oak to match this, so it'll go along here, so it will all match. And with the basket and that terracotta pots there, I think it'll be really nice. And we're going to get them from Funky Chunky Furniture, so I'll link them below. But yeah, just imagine this, but as a shelf. And then, yeah, a new shelf here. So the last 2 things on my list are personal goals. And I really limited this to only 2 things, because obviously having a baby is a huge life change and a pretty massive thing, which is going to take up the majority of my time this year. So my 2 personal goals are just to keep going with YouTube as much as possible. I mean, I will be having a break when the baby comes, because as a new mum and new to YouTube-ish, you know, there's no way I'm going to be able to do both. So we'll be taking a bit of a break later in the year. But that will give me time, I hope, to be able to save up and buy my, you know, a proper camera, because I just do this on my phone at the moment, which is why maybe the video quality or the audio quality isn't as good as other channels. Not that that really matters, but I really enjoy making videos. I enjoy editing them and putting them out and talking to you all in the comments. So I really like to be able to like step up my YouTube game a bit and get myself a camera with a proper memory card and everything. So that's one personal goal. And the other is to keep going in the garden. I mean, majority of my maternity leave, apart from looking after the baby, I will be out in the garden, because it's one of my biggest passions. I absolutely love it. I love being out in nature. It's so healing, and you are, when you're out there and you're doing stuff, you only think about that. It's such a great way to have a break from work and de-stress and live in the moment and be close to nature and seasonality. So yeah, to carry on in the garden and to get one of my new borders done, well, not done, but dug over and planted up with seeds. And I'm really going to have a go at getting seeds done this year. I've got quite a few packets that I brought for, I think it was like 10 pence each, really cheap. Yeah, so I'm really excited to take you along with some gardening vlogs and see how I'm getting on, and see what I can grow this year. And when you have a child, being able to teach them about nature and where your food comes from is really something that's going to be really important to me, and something that I've always grown up with, and I can't wait to teach my child the same. So yeah, buy a camera and keep gardening and get a border done. So that's my 2023 plans and goals. I would love to hear if you have any minimalism goals for 2023, and yeah, if you want any tips or advice, especially around family minimalism. I'd love to hear your ideas about what you'd like me to talk about, or what you'd like me to vlog or show in a video. And if you have any advice or tips, this is completely new to me, completely new territory. And yeah, I'm really excited for the change in lifestyle, and all the fun and hard work that goes into having a child and raising a child. I think it's going to be really great, and I'm really excited. So yeah, I hope you all had a fantastic beginning of 2023. We're already at the end of the first week. And if you're just starting a minimalism journey, just know it's a long process. I've been a minimalist for almost 4 years, so it does take a while, but you do get there. And yeah, it's a really great way to live your life. So yeah, hope I see you all soon next week. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.